Alright guys, today we've got a pretty interesting mixtape over here. This is the DJ Noe Dout Trak mixtape, the franchise part 1 over here on CD. This is a promotional CD. It was only released in Japan for promotional purposes in, I want to say 2003 or 2004, we'll see on the back. But yeah, this is a very like strange, rare, and also just not talked about piece of physical media over here. So we'll talk about the product itself first, and then we'll get onto my thoughts on this mixtape a bit later in the video. But yeah, as you can see, DJ Noe Dout, aka Dout Gotcha, Trak mixtape, the franchise part 1, featuring the likes of Pharell, Pusha from the Clipse, and FamLay. So yeah, really cool. Obviously, a lot of my favorite artists of all time are on this thing, which is, why I bought it. You guys know how I feel about Pharrell and, Clipse, Pusha T and Malice. Absolutely love them. Some of my favorite artists of all time. So yeah, it's just one of these promotional CDs, so there's nothing on the back, it's just clear. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Here is the disc itself. Trak, DJ Noe Dout, Dout Gotcha. There we go. Playground Entertainment, and then here is the freaking extensive track list over here, and this just confirms that it's that it was like a promotional product sold in Japan. So yeah, here are all of the featured artists over here. We've got Clipse, we've got the Neptunes, or not featured artists, but just like upcoming stuff, because there's more featured artists. So we've got Clipse, Lord Willin', which was a banger, classic back at this time. We've got the Neptunes with their Clones compilation album release, and then Clipse was also supposed to drop Hell Hath No Fury in February of 2004, but obviously that got delayed 2006. We've got FamLay, we've got Roscoe P. Coltrane, who is such an underrated artist, who just got out of prison actually, and we've got The Hardaways as well with their release at the time, or upcoming release. So yeah, really cool. And then here is the track list over here. As you can see, we've got the intro by Noe Dout and some others. We've got freestyle, we've got Pusha Speaks. I'm not going to read everything here. Feel free to pause. This is a high quality sort of part to pause here and just read through everything. We can see here we've got other artists like Ab Liver from the Re-Up Gang, and yeah, just a couple of others. Obviously DJ Noe Dout also does a lot of commentary and speaks on this thing. So yeah, I've got an NERD song there as well, which is cool. And yeah, there's other artists like, there's the Milkshake song there, which was huge at this time. And we've got, yeah, even Snoop Dogg's on this thing somewhere, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, pretty much everything you get. And yeah, again, here is the CD. Really cool. This thing is rare as shit, and I'm unsure if there was a part 2. I have seen like a DJ Noe Dout / Trak thing that says part 2, but it doesn't have the same title. It doesn't say like Mixtape the franchise. It's something different. And again, I'm not sure, like what that might be, part of a different series or something. But yeah, for the very few people out there who want to like, research this thing, or, find out more details with me, go ahead and just let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, that's the, the rareness and obscurity of this thing like out of the way. But let's go ahead and get onto my thoughts. So for the very few people out there who have this mixtape fresh in their minds or have actually heard it, this thing is actually not available on YouTube. So if you guys want a full high quality release of the full thing start to finish, I might have to do that for you, because I'm pretty sure you can only listen to this thing by physical means, or unless you somehow have it downloaded. This isn't actually on YouTube. Of course, I'm sure most of the tracks are, but especially like the interludes and stuff, none of this is on YouTube. So I thought I'd mention that as well. So yeah, if we just open this thing, obviously, and there's different cuts of songs as well. Like for example, like the Milkshake song, obviously that's got hundreds of millions of views probably on YouTube, but it's got like commentary and cuts and DJ scratches and all that, overlay type of stuff, if you know what I mean. But anyway, as I was saying, for those of you who have heard this thing, let's get onto my thoughts. So I think that this mixtape is, I don't know, it's weird. I think weird is the best way to describe it, because look, I love all these artists and I love all these songs, but I think the way DJ Noe Dout presents this thing, it's maybe a touch corny, and it's also, it's just not mixed really well. Like all of his sound effects and everything he does, like it's so fucking loud. Like, if you listen to this thing, you're gonna hear this police siren sound effect that just goes through so many of the songs. There's also this strange, like, horn, weird sound effect thing that, you know, he just overuses, which, you know, is kind of annoying, but, yeah, what I'm trying to say is maybe the hosting was, like, you know, pretty mid, average at absolute best, but as for the actual songs themselves, they're really, really good, and so is the rapping and obviously the production, because most of it's Neptunes and, you know, just that golden era of, like, you know, all of these artists, you know, in their career. So there's one song I do want to point out particularly, this one over here, Roscoe P. Coltrane and Ab Liver, I'ma Kill This, produced by DJ Premier, and this is an exclusive. So this song is very underrated, and it's, you know, on this mixtape is the only way you can listen to it. So if that's on YouTube, look it up and listen to it. If it's not, comment begging me, and I'm gonna post it, because that song is really good. But yeah, the rest of that was like already on other albums at the time. Yeah, most of the beats and stuff. So yeah, one thing I would compare this album to, like, you know, if it could be better, is, look, the Clipse We Got It For Cheap mixtape series. These are two of my absolute favorite mixtapes of all time, and they're hosted by Clinton Sparks. So if you don't know Clinton Sparks, he was an absolute monster in terms of, like, you know, pairing up with artists and, you know, putting out mixtapes for them during the early days of the internet. But he did these things really well. Like, if this was hosted by Clinton Sparks, I'm sure it would have been a lot better. But, you know, DJ No Doubt, I'll give him credit where credit's due. I mean, he still put together a mixtape for, you know, promotional use, and it's decent. Even Clinton Sparks, you know, he loves to use those sound effects and stuff, like, you know, the Get Familiar and stuff, but it just works better. So yeah, if you're interested in, you know, finding rare mixtapes from these type of artists, I definitely suggest these two. Clipse We Got It For Cheap, volumes 1, 2, and there is a 3 out there, but it's even rarer than these two. So yeah, that's what I'd suggest. But anyway, here it is, DJ No Doubt, Star Trak Mixtape, The Franchise Part 1, a promotional use CD only released in Japan. And yeah, if you like weird merchandise like this, rare CDs, these type of artists, definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out whatever else is on my channel. I'm sure there's something you'll enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.